We're live. You can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, we straight.
Hey, bet.
Finally.
Woo! Yeah, that's
Yeah.
scary. That's scary. All right, guys. This is the something new I just started, so I'm gonna be doing like these live shows, little thing. Yeah, kind of like a podcast style type deal. And this is my first you're like the guinea pig right now. I'm just testing this out, seeing how this really works out. But
Okay.
yeah, this should be fun though. Oh
Yeah.
shoot! I had a questionnaire thing that I was gonna ask.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. You
So
got
yeah,
it.
man. Like, first thing I gotta adjust the elephant in the room. How do I? So is that your government name or is that like?
Oh, what, Nvhsir?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my government name. Yeah.
Because I see that on all your accounts, so I'm like, is that like your real name or is that like you know what I mean? Like
No, Nvhsir is that's my real name. I just tried to be unique and kind of like flip it to a V. Some people just say like Nvhsir. It's kind of weird, but
I couldn't say it. I was like Nvhsir.
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's Nvhsir, but yes, that's my real name. No, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what,
yeah.
So can you say it one more time?
Nvhsir, yeah.
Nvhsir, yeah. Even my real name, people can't even pronounce it. That's why I just went.
What's your real name? Just
my real name, Donne.
Okay. I'm trying to put it together. I'm like, yeah, you got that.
Yeah, that's what's up. So like, yo, so tell us about your origin story. You know, where you come from. Just give us the whole gist, man. Like,
all right, I got you. For those who are watching, my name is Nvhsir. I am from Philadelphia. I'm a college student. I go to Temple University, and shout out to the man 360 Pova for inviting me on the podcast. This is a really good opportunity, and I'm excited to be here. So you say you want to hear the origin story of how I started?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's gonna be a big one. So
damn. All right.
Originally, my major is media studies and production, and that goes along with editing and stuff. So I originally wanted to be an editor and director. I had no plans of acting or doing content creating up until TikTok came along. And how I really started on TikTok was at first I wasn't going to get on the app because I thought it was like for people who dance. Like, I couldn't dance or anything like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, so I didn't know if it was going to be right for me. And then I tried it out. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And after a while, I made this video. I know you're familiar with the game Among Us, that game.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know
the game, it died quickly, but it was a game called Among Us. And around that time, it was a lot of memes coming out of Among Us. And what I decided to do was, the R. Kelly interview when he's like trying to prove himself innocent. He's like, it's not me. So what I did was I had played as one of the Among Us characters. I had got like my hoodie that's in my closet, and I like flipped it around and put like a mask because it was still COVID going around. So I put a mask on the hoodie, and I'm just acting out the scene because in the game it's kind of like people are trying to say that that you're the imposter and you're the one who did it when really you didn't do it because it's kind of hard. So that's how I kind of portrayed myself, and I did that with every single character. And when I put it out on TikTok, like I was just like, oh, this is gonna get like a little bit of views, and I'm just continuing on to the next one, and we're gonna see from there. But then that was when everybody started liking it. And I'm like, hold on, this is crazy. Like I did not know how it was gonna play out because I was losing confidence in my video creating because I've always done like content creating, but I didn't know how I was going to showcase my comedy and humor.
So wait, you
I
started
had
off
lost
on
a little
YouTube. Confidence
because it was a video that me and my friend did, and it didn't turn out too good. It was bad. Like when I say bad, I'm being honest with myself. It was trash. And then when I finally made the Among Us video on TikTok, it really was showing me like, oh, I can go far with this. And then when I uploaded it on Instagram, because Instagram got reels and Instagram videos, I uploaded it on Instagram, and a lot of people started liking it. A lot of meme pages started like DMing me and asking me like, hey, can we use your videos? Like, we'll give you credit. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. This is amazing. And I didn't know it could happen to me because I'm like, it was just a coincidence, like how I made a bad video before that, and then another video came around that was so good. Like it was just crazy. And I've been doing that for almost a year now, but then I didn't want to continue to do the Among Us videos because it was kind of getting a little tiring and the game was already dying. So it was like, all right, if it died, then like I can't like do what I wanted to do with the video. No matter how many times you try to do it, it's always going to be people that want to have you do the same thing. So I was just like, no, I gotta like let the world like see my face, because like I had my, you know, the hoodie on. I gotta let the world know like who I am, like what I do, and this is me. So from that point on, back in October a year ago in 2020, that was when I started to like really break out of my shell and like say, all right, this is me. Like this is Nvhsir. This is what I got to offer into the world. So yeah, that's my origin story.
Damn. So wait, you started off on TikTok, or was it YouTube you did this?
So I started off on YouTube. I started doing short films with my friends that's in college right now. That's where I started. And you know, YouTube is kind of hard to get likes on there, because not a lot of people are on YouTube unless you got like 60K, and then the likes just be coming up and down. But that's how I really started it on YouTube, and then that's when I transitioned to TikTok, and it's kind of, you know, it's a big shift for me. But I'm still trying to get back into YouTube though. I'm trying, but it's just a big shift. So,
bro, I'm telling you, YouTube, like nobody, like I don't know what it is. Just on TikTok, you'll post a video, 1,000 views.
Yo,
YouTube,
facts.
50
the
views.
algorithm.
Like what, bro?
The algorithm, yeah.
The algorithm, yo, like I actually neglected my YouTube because I was like, yo, I'm getting more love on TikTok. Yo, screw you guys.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like when I first downloaded TikTok, like people used to do those dances, they used to smile in the camera. I'm like, how do you get views and likes off of this? Like everybody's doing the same exact thing. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But that was before I knew TikTok had like a category, because I'm on the category side, like the comedy side of the category. So this is before I knew like TikTok had like a dancing category or a makeup category. I didn't know it was different categories. That's what made me interested in it, because it's like, oh, like I'm on every category. So it was kind of like, yeah, it was really cool. It's really cool.
Especially with those categories, like, because I don't know if you follow those like those TikTok analyst guys. You be like, you gotta find a niche. I'm like, they look not wrong, because I do TikTok too, right? And I noticed like I was kind of like everywhere. I was making videos about this, that, and then I was like, okay, let me just focus it on maybe the comedy. I went into the comedy side really, and that's where I went from there.
That's good though. That's good, because the comedy side like is hilarious. Like those low quality videos that you putting up and those out of pocket videos. It's like nobody can get canceled on TikTok. It's a lot of dark humor everybody puts out, and it's
that is
funny.
true. Actually, it's funny you say that, because I actually put a what do you call it? I did a little video on TikTok. It was kind of like this. It was kind of throwing fun at the whole vaccine thing, right? And I was like, yo, I'm probably gonna get canceled. I know I'm gonna get canceled, but it was kind of funny. Everybody was fighting each other in the comments.
Oh my god!
Like, attacking me. It was just like, oh man. I mean, it played out for me. I mean, you know,
you know. Yeah. Oh my god, the comments, man. Everybody. It's like a riot in the comments. Like it's always somebody arguing or somebody saying like, "Oh, this is not funny." And then somebody always got your back to be like, "Oh, you don't know humor. You don't know." Like it's the people in the comments be going crazy. I just be wondering, like, you just sit there and just argue with people, like it's crazy.
Kermit the Frog with the tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, the joint where he drinking. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
The next question I was going to ask you was about let's see. Yeah, if you were to perform a platform like I think we basically talked about TikTok or YouTube. I think we kind of established TikTok is kind of where it's at to grow your fan base and whatnot. What's it called? But how is Philadelphia like though? Like I always hear stories about Philly, and there's like, yo, it's like the trenches, like it's ghetto or something like that.
Yeah.
Like gunshots everywhere.
I'm not gonna hold you. You know, this is live, so I'm not gonna do my city like that. But you know, Philadelphia has its ups and downs. There are some good parts of Philadelphia. There's some bad parts of Philadelphia, but like, you know, all together, everybody still comes together. Like we have, it's a place called it's downtown. It's like Center City. It's a lot of things that happen down there, good or bad. It's just like you kind of like gotta watch your surroundings though. But you can still have a good, like if you were to come down here and we link up, like you could still have a good time. But it's always that feeling that you got to pay attention to where you're going and everything like that. Like I'm not saying like somebody going to come behind you and put you in the headlock. I'm just saying like, you know, just be aware of what's going on.
Aware of what's going on.
Philadelphia is cool though. It's cool though. I would say since I go to Temple, you know, it's still some things that you know, they can improve on. More security. It's more things that we can improve on. But I feel like with time, if we all make the right choices, it's going to get better. But yeah, Philadelphia is cool. I probably would move out. I mean, it's nothing wrong with Philly, but I just wanted, expand
You
my
want to leave the
horizons.
hood?
Like, I just want to go somewhere else. I might go to Canada or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might
Yeah.
go to LA. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, speaking for like future reference. Like, I might just go somewhere else. But Philadelphia, it's okay. It has ups and downs. It's all right.
It's not bad. Okay. Because like from my perspective, like us in Canada, we see TV shows and stuff, and we see like Philly, we just feel like I don't know what it is, but we have this thing, but we think like Atlanta, Chicago, like those places, like Chirac, it's like straight, like
Yeah. Like, but like I said though, it's a lot of it's different parts of Philadelphia. Like you got Cheltenham, we got the suburbs. Like it's good parts in Philadelphia, but it's weird because the media only showcases like the bad parts. And there are some things that are true about the bad parts, sadly, the city that we live in. But there are some things that do come out of Philadelphia that's good most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. We all try to make it. We all try to make it good. It could be bad, but we trying to make some good out of bad. So
oh yeah, 100p, yeah. That kind of reminds me, like even in like that show, like in Fresh Prince, like he literally left Philly, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fresh Prince, yeah. I like that show. That's Will Smith is like he's one of my inspirations, so I look up to him a lot. So
wait, yeah. That's kind of how like your inspiration when it comes to like comedy and all that stuff, right?
When it comes to comedy, I feel like my inspirations come from it's weird because a lot of people say that they don't get his jokes, but I would say Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is funny. Like whenever I watch the show with somebody, or I'll be like, "Hey, you trying to watch the Chappelle show?" They be like, "No, Dave Chappelle's not funny." I'm like, "No, he is funny." Like I look up to him, Eddie Murphy. I would say Will Smith. I look up to there are some comedians too, like Chris Rock. I would say Chris Rock. Yeah, I look up to Marlon Wayans from the Wayans brothers because
those guys are funny.
Yeah, they encouraged me to do like comedy because it's like they were all related and they all made it. And they, of course, being African American, like they all made it and it was all family. So, I guess that just influenced my comedy because I watch all of their shows like almost all the time. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys are just funny. Marlon Wayne. There's 3 of them, right?
It's a lot of fun. It's more than just Marlon, Sean, and Damon. It's a lot of them. I can't really name them, but the funniest one I think, in my opinion, is Marlon. So.
Yeah, Marlon. Even at the show, they canceled it. I was mad. I was like, what?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The show was okay.
What? Yeah. What?
No. I'm not hating. I just said the show was okay, but I'm just used to how he was in the 90s. Like it was funnier back then. Like when I watched his show on Netflix, the show he got, it was still some funny stuff in there, but it was just like I would have to get into it some more.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because like nowadays it's really like there's PC culture, so I guess they're gonna really try and shelter like that one movie. What was that movie? It came out Coming to America.
Oh yeah.
They PC'd the hell out of that movie. You might as well take that movie, take PC, stamp right there, like PC'd.
The first one will always be good. The second one. It was okay.
It was so predictable. I was like, come on.
Yeah. But I'm just happy they brought it back though. That's the only thing about it. Like it's just nostalgia. I'm just glad they brought it back. But
there was definitely nostalgia. I was happy that they brought it back though. Still, I'm definitely happy about that. Let's see what else I got here for you. What do you think of like the support system of like like making content and all that stuff? Like, do you find like I don't know. Like for me personally, like when I started making content and all that stuff, I find like it's the people that don't know you that are gonna like support you in doing this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I find that even like your like closest friends and stuff. Like I mean, you have close friends who will support you, obviously, but like not all of them are gonna support you. It just kind of feels like damn, like you see your friends posting stuff, people like Drake, all these guys like, yo, but you won't even post my shit, like you know what I mean?
Like, so I have something to say about that. So when I first started out, a lot of my friends, they did repost me because it was kind of new to them. Like, oh my God, like I know Nvhsir, like he's blowing up now. Let me give him some support. But I always appreciate them because even before like the whole TikTok thing, it's like they always still supported me. And back then, I used to think that I'm guessing that everybody had to put me on their story whenever I posted like a content or something like that. Because back then, way before this, if I made a video and if one of my friends they post it or they don't post it, then it's kind of like I used to feel some type of way. But then I remember that I'm not really doing it for the like support. Like I train myself to actually know that I'm doing it because that's something that I'm really passionate about. And I do agree when you say that a lot of people that you don't know, they do support you more than the people that you know, because it's like a bunch of people, because we're both content creators. So it's kind of like a whole bunch of people in the world that we don't even know that's like liking our stuff and supporting our stuff. And like, I know you got friends, I know I got my friends too, but all of our friends, they like our stuff too. But I'm saying like, it's a whole bunch of people around the world that's more on the socials than them. Like I would say, like they would still like the stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I just can't believe like it's a lot of people that like me and you like have reached through our comedy, like whether they liked it or whether they laughed or whether they, didn't like it. They always liked our content in a way to where like they share it. And it's a lot of people that look at it. Like I always look at the, like when you go on TikTok, always look at the analytics, and you could see how your video's done, and I'd be like, dang, like I didn't know that it would be crazy. But yeah, I would say that a lot of people that you don't know support you more, I would say, because they really have you on the socials and stuff like that. So yeah,
that is facts. Yeah, like a lot of people that like you don't even know. It's just like I don't even know you, and then they're just DMs saying this stuff. I'm like, who are you? Like what? It's not weird.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy because I used to like because I used to have people like DMing me, and when I first started out, and they would be like, oh, like your videos have like reached me, like I had a bad day and I didn't know, like and in my mind I'm thinking like, who is this?
Who is this guy? Like it feels weird.
Like, it's like yeah, I'm thinking like, who is that? Then I remember all I say is like, I'm very humble and I'm really like appreciative of those people, because like those are your fans, like for real. You want to be serious, like those are your people who watch your content every single day, like whether they follow you or they show their boss or their friends. So those are the type of people that I really appreciate the most, is not just the supporters of people that I don't know, but everybody who I know together, like my friends and those people that are outside of Philadelphia that, like my videos.
That is facts. Yeah, man. Like it's crazy though. It's just like the people you don't know, and like even like you'll have some. I think it's just the thing where it's like, I don't know. I mean, you'll have your friends who support you. I also think like it's kind of like, how do I say it? Because your friends, like, for how I see it, like your friends are used to seeing you all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just like when it's a new person, it's kind of like they're more. I guess you connect with them more because they're kind of like just getting to know you. Like they'll just do your content. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like it's kind of
no. I know what you're saying. You're saying like if it's like our friends, then it's kind of like they're used to, like they know what we're capable of. So it's kind of like if we post a funny video, it's not new to them because they know us. Like they know like, oh, Nvhsir is already funny. Like I already know what to expect from him, good things, because it's kind of like, I know you. But if it's people that don't know me and you, and we like me and you blowing up for the first time, it's kind of like, hold on, who is this? Like, yo, like we gotta protect him at all costs. Like we gotta make sure that he always on his game to make sure that he, posting content. So it's kind of like, like different. It's different audiences. Like with friends, it's different because they're in person with you, and you've known them since forever. How long? Probably 2 or 3 months, or just getting to know them. But then if it's like someone that's all the way in like LA or a different state, and they find your page and everything, that's when more of those people are going to come, because they're trying to get to know you. They don't know you in person. They're trying to get to know you through the content creator. So I know what you're saying and everything. So yeah, you got it. I know what you're saying.
Bet. Let's look. Another question: how do you balance like making all these videos and like, because you're a university, I'm a university student too, but how do you balance the two? Like, how is that like? How do you balance them? Like, what's your strategy? What's your secret, bro?
It's hard. Oh my gosh, it is hard. What I try to do is this is bad, but I used to just make videos and not do my schoolwork. What? Like only reason why, because that was around the time where everything was popping off. Like I was excited. It was kind of like I never had this in my life, so I would do a little bit of the work, but I would put my mindset and my brain more to the videos, and that was back then. But now the strategy I really use is I I kind of just do the videos whenever it's the right time or whenever I kind of feel like it's the right time. And I got to put my priorities in order. So now I know, like, all right, schoolwork comes first, then the videos. Because back then I used to think that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other content creators have had this thought or problem, but I used to think that, oh, if I didn't put out a video, like, would I still get the same views? Like, it felt like a rush the very first time because it was so much happening. And like, when I saw the likes going up on my Instagram and TikTok throughout the first months when it happened, that was when I started feeling like, all right, I need to put something out. So I would just go to school, do like a 3 to 11 shift at work. Then I would come home and make the videos, then be late for class. Like, it was like a cycle. It was a cycle that I was doing back then. And that kind of caused me to feel a little rushed because that was when the content wasn't reaching as many people. And then when it hit around the period of January, which was like a couple months ago, that was when I learned how to manage my time. So it's really all about time management and the ideas that you put out. Because I'm always wondering the same thing as you. Like, I'm looking at other content creators and they put out videos every single day. I'm like, how do y'all do this? Like, do y'all go to work or something? But I feel like what they would do was like make a video and put it in the drafts, because you know TikTok have drafts and stuff. So they probably do that and then put it out, so it make it seem like, you know, we always consistent and stuff like that. But back then it just felt like a rush. But now the strategy I use is just I just do them whenever I had the free time, like whenever my schedule is clear, whenever work is done, or whenever I feel inspired. That's when I actually do it. But it's still a little hard, but I'm getting there.
Getting there, balancing it. So wait, so this in this time period, was this during the COVID lockdown stuff, or was this?
Yes.
So you were online and you were kind of like just saying,
yeah, because
I'm doing videos.
I was just putting stuff out because like my school, we still had school, but it was online, so nobody had access to the campus because, you know, it was still, you know, sadly the coronavirus still going around at that time. But during that time, I would just like get on school online, do homework, be in the class, then try to hurry up and make a video. Like I would be late to work making videos. Like I used to be late to work. Like I was tripping.
This guy loves his craft, bro.
Like I was too dedicated in this one thing. But yeah, that's how it was. It was around that COVID time. I was just always posting stuff, like all the time.
Yeah. I think that was the best time to be posting during the COVID lockdown, because bro, I'm so mad at myself because I should have started off on TikTok. Well, I should start off on TikTok. I started off on YouTube because when COVID happened, that's when I made the channel.
Yeah.
And then when I was out here, you know, struggling on YouTube with these 10, 20 views, right? Then I was like, now they're blowing up on TikTok. I didn't even know. I was like you. I thought TikTok was for those weirdos that do little dancing shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like,
you know, and then I realized like, wait. I could have been making. I was like, hold on. I just hopped on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly, you know exactly, yeah.
I just kind of just like, it kind of fluctuates. I kind of have like have videos that are like, some videos are like what 200 views, and some of them are like 1,000 views. It's just like
yeah. It's always the algorithm is always like this amount of views and then this amount of views. Like it's always a cycle,
up and down. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
So you really took advantage of that during that COVID time, because you started off. You said you started off on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I started off on YouTube, but YouTube, I started that since I was in high school, but I didn't get serious about it until like the COVID times hit. So that was when I started putting stuff out, but it wasn't getting a lot of views. And then I moved to TikTok, and that's when the journey started. So yeah. You're like, dang.
But damn, that means you just really love what you do, man. It's good though, you know. But like, how did you feel with the like online school? I know a lot of people struggle with online school. Like, what was your what you think about it? Was it tough? Was it easy? I mean, I know you was like skipping class for the other shit, but
it was tough and easy depending on the classes that you had. But I would say for the most part, while trying to be a content creator, it was tough, because it's kind of like you had to balance yourself. Like you had to figure, like I would have essays, and I'm not saying like I wouldn't do them. I had to do them. Like I had to do them. But in between those essays, like I would stop and take a break and then make a video. But I would do that on the day the essay was due. And it was just, like I said, I was way too dedicated at this one thing. Now I'm better, but back then it was tough back then.
It's tough, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like you do an essay, one video turns to two, then two, three. Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh my god! Like,
next thing you know, it's 12. Oh shit!
Yeah, like oh my gosh, it was tough.
It's tough. Nah, I know for me it was tough too. Like I was just like, for me, it was kind of weird. Like during the COVID time, I lost motivation to do anything. Like I literally would be just scrolling. Like I would be like, I wouldn't be motivated to do videos. I wasn't motivated to do schoolwork. I was motivated to do anything. I was just watching TV.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, just chilling,
eating food. All the time. I wasn't even, and gyms were closed, and I wasn't even trying to work out like that. None.
I got you. Bad. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was, man. I just during that time I was just chilling. Like I was still trying to get myself out there, but it was hard because like I didn't have the equipment. We was locked in. I didn't have the stuff that I actually wanted to get, and it was kind of hard. Like I didn't have this ring light. All I had was just my iPhone and a camera. And I just put videos out on my iPhone and just edit them in iMovie, where I just, that's where I started out with iMovie. And it was still hard. Like I was still creating content during that time, but all other times I was just chilling, watching movies, binge watching, just going outside. Like
I caught up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, That time was, I would say that time was kind of good and bad, because the good part about it was like we finally got to be alone and finally got to know ourselves during that lockdown, because it was like all the malls were closed. Like you can't go outside. You couldn't do anything that you wanted to do without, I guess, potentially, catching it or anything like that. God forbid. But during that time, it really was helpful. And the bad part about it was a lot of people were getting sick. That's the thing that, I was thinking about. So I would say it was some good and bad that came out of there, because everybody learned something new. Everybody learned something new.
Yeah, definitely. Like we all got to see, like, I guess it was just like facing like how do I say it? Like who you really are. Like just kind of like, how do I say it? Like yeah, we all like learned something new. We all kind of like came out of it like different in a way. Kind of have to face things that you like were avoiding. But when you're alone with your thoughts on your own, it's like, oh shit, I actually got to face these.
Yeah. It was boring, but it was still cool though.
It was cool. You know what I mean? Cool. Like caught up on a lot of shows. Like I don't know, what you be watching, bro? What kind of TV shows you watch?
Yeah. So I'm more of like a 90s head. So I just be watching, like, if we talking about cartoons, then I'll be watching like Hey Arnold, or okay. I watch what is that show? I watched Everybody Hates Chris. Like I watched The Office. Yeah. A lot of people don't. You know The Office, right? The show.
I never watched it, but I heard of it.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna spice it. The show is funny, but you would have to have like corny humor to just be laughing at what they say. Because like me and my mom, we really enjoy it. What else do I watch? I watch
anime?
I watch. No, I don't. I do not watch anime.
What? I don't know. You look like an anime type dude. You look like you still watch anime.
No, this is not the first time I got that compliment. This is the first time. This is the second time I got it. I think I was at work or something. Somebody like, you watch anime? I'm like, no, I don't know nothing about anime. Back in the day, I used to watch what was it? Naruto.
Okay.
But I can't, like, you asked me a question about it, I'm not gonna be able to answer you because that was a long time ago. So I need to get back into it. I know a lot of my friends watch anime, but I actually don't. I don't know why. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really gotta get into it. Not into it.
Just didn't have the time to get into it, type shit.
No, I just I guess when I was younger, when I was really younger, I wasn't really allowed to watch stuff like that. Like when I was younger, because I had strict parents, so I couldn't really watch a lot of the stuff that I watch now as growing up. But I do appreciate the anime culture. Like if I go to the store and I see like an orange Goku hoodie or something like that, or a Dragon Ball Z, I would get it because it look hot. It's fly. Like I appreciate the culture, but I would feel like a fake fan because it's like I don't know nothing about Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon or Final Fantasy. Like I know the shows, but I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't watch them or play them. So
yeah, walking around with the Goku suit is like, yo, where's Goku from?
I'm like, oh yeah, just get on my phone real quick. Like, Like I don't know.
Google
Man. I just got to get into it. Like, trust me, I'm gonna get into it one day, but just not right now.
Yeah, right now it's just you're pretty busy with like school content.
Yeah, I'm a little busy. Like I do like, take some time to watch TV, but most of the time I'm always watching like I guess sometimes like cartoons. Like I really appreciate the cartoon culture because that also inspires me too. Like when I'm acting in my videos, I always think of myself as like a cartoon character because you can literally do anything. Like the possibilities are endless, and you have so many like a good imagination.
Hello? I can't hear you for some reason. Wow. Little technical difficulties there. I don't know. We just gonna wait for him to come back. I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. It's all good.
I think somebody was calling me and they messed up the whole.
Well,
wait, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah. Wait, talk again. I couldn't.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Wait, hold on. I know what I gotta do.
Yeah, we just gonna wait for him to come back. Yeah, man. Obviously, as we keep doing these, they will get better. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Let me refresh the page because I can't hear you right now. So let me refresh the.
You can hear me?
Yeah. We good.
Okay. Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. That's my parents calling me. I had to tell them I was doing a podcast real quick.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's all good. Yo, if anyone watching this who knows me, don't call me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of y'all like to call, but don't call me.
Yeah. Tell them because they're gonna mess up the John. Like,
oh God, yo, there's another thing. What's it called? You just said John, right? I was going to say because I know, like, have you ever heard of the app called Yubo?
Who, Yubo?
Yeah.
Nah, what's that?
It's like it's like the same as like House Party, but it's like a weird like. It's like House Party, but it's an app. And on COVID, I was like on there a lot, right? Because I had homies that were going on Yubo, and then if they're like, you do these live calls with just random people, right? It's kind of like Omegle in a way.
Oh, Omegle, yeah, I was kind of like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And then I saw people from the United States and the way they talk, and they say words like Joan or I'm talking with John right now, or like, and I compare the slang we use here in Edmonton and the slang you guys use. I was like, damn, it's so different. Like what kind of slang words do you guys use? Like, do you guys say words like for here we say like to refer to girls, we be like yo shorties, or we say what do we say? I can't think of it off the top of my head because it just rolls off the tongue. But like, you probably seen it when I messaged you. I'm like, I bet. Like,
yeah. When you said yeah, I was like, does that mean yeah? Because you was like yeah, like when I was like, is it working? But the terms that we use here in Philly, it's kind of like it's a lot of them, but the main one that I use is John. Like we just say, yo, that John's fire, yo, that John's good, or we might say like you out of pocket, meaning like you doing too much, like you out of pocket, like why would you do that? And I would say another word we use really is finna, like when somebody say like, oh, I'm finna go to the store, that means like I'm about to go to the store.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of corny, but it's like I don't say finna, but when somebody say like, yo, you see that Joan over there, like, yo, I'm finna talk to her, like meaning like, I'm about to talk to that Joan. But the main ones I use is John. That's the only ones I use. So
John. Okay,
Yeah.
that's yo. You guys' slang is so much better than us. Like, do you guys say words like? I feel like the word lit is like a universal thing.
Oh, lit. Yeah, that's universal. Yeah, and we say bet, but that's been around for a while. I didn't know that. I thought we just made that up. Like the word bet, like mean like okay, like that's been around for a while. So I would say bet and lit is the most universal ones, and I guess John, because a lot of people took it from Philly, but yeah, John and out of pocket or drawling. You drawling, meaning
Yeah,
like
I heard you guys say that too. Yo, are you drawing right now? Yo, you drawing?
yeah. Like yo, you drawing, like you doing too much. Like yo, like why would you do that? Like, or we might say. So we say John, but we also say yo, that's a bad John. Like that's a good John. That means like, I guess if I can explain bad John, it means like, oh that's bad. Like if somebody broke their leg the night of their Grammy performance, like yo, that's a bad John. Like, cause it's bad. That's bad. Like, I always say it, it's bad John. But yeah, it's a lot of slang. I'm just familiar with the terms that I use. I know it's more slang here, but I just be saying John. So
yeah, that's like here it's like it's a little different. We don't say John or drawing or out of pocket. We say here and there.
yeah,
we usually say stuff like what's it called? Like this guy's tripping, or this guy's like for drawing, we'll be this guy's tripping, or we'll be like this guy. For example, we'll be like, oh, this guy blacked. You know
what
I
is
mean?
that?
Like blacked, like this guy, like say he did something outrageous, like he just out of nowhere, like this guy blacked.
Oh, he just did it out of nowhere. Like, yo, that nigga's black. Like, something like that. Okay. All right, I get you. So I do say tripping. Sometimes I do say, like, I might say, oh, my bad, I was tripping. Like, that's something that I say. But that word is universal too. But I would say y'all slang might be different from ours. Like,
you're gonna think this one is weird. Before we say, for example, we'll be like, we say the word still. I don't know if people you kind of say it, but not really. This is more in high school. We would be like, yo, I'm going to the store still.
What you mean? Like
it just means it's just a little thing you add. Like, for example, yeah, I'm going to the store still, or yo, yeah, I just showed up still. Like you just say it after like.
Oh no, I never heard that one. I heard like I'm still here, like in the past tense, but I never heard like.
No, we say the still after.
Y'all say it after. Oh.
It's weird as hell. I know.
Yeah, it's
right?
weird. It's like it's weird though. But I would say if I was living over there, I'd probably be saying it all the time. Like I'm going to the store still. Like I don't know. You learn something every day.
That is true.
Yeah.
So like, where do you want to go with like content creation? Like, what's your kind of future goals with that?
Okay. So I would say my goals with content creating is I would like to I'm using content creating as a way to kick in the door for, I would say, acting, because I would say like I'm like really like an extracurricular person. Like I'm always involved in different things and I want to try different things. So I hope that with content creating, hopefully I could still be doing what I love and become like an actor or a writer for content creator. And producing is not bad either. Like I would do either or because I'm still hands-on with everything. But out of content creating, I would hope to maybe, I would say, produce a TV show or maybe act in a film or movie. So I'm just, using this opportunity as something that I'm passionate about and something that I can get my, foot in the door. So, yeah.
So your like your main passion is like acting, eh?
Yeah. That's the origin. That's really where it started. Like acting. That's the main thing. But
I can see it though, because I've seen a couple of like, it's gonna sound weird, but I followed you for I don't want to say a while, but like I actually came across you on TikTok because I thought you made this one. I can't remember which video it was particularly, but I was like, yeah, this guy's funny. Then we had this guy, right? And then later on, like I was making content. I was thinking like I was trying to do podcast episodes and stuff like that, and I was thinking like, yo, I want to do podcast episodes, but how am I gonna do it? I'm gonna probably invite guests on because that's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Because it would be just weird if it was just myself, right?
Yeah.
So then I was thinking, then I was scrolling through my TikTok. I'm like, yo, let me just invite this guy. And I just set up a bunch of interviews lined up and stuff, just as, you know what I mean? Because I was like, yo, let me just invite people who I think have like interesting personalities and.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Because some of your videos are pretty funny. Like I saw the one like.
I wonder what video did you see that was like, yo, I gotta follow. What video was it? If you remember.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Like what month was it? If you remember.
I feel like, because I remember the ones that I like, because I would tune in and watch you here and there, right? And I think it had to do with something with like, I think it was the one where it's like school or whatever, and then like I think it was like, I think you were counting money or something like that.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of them because when I first discovered you, I was just scrolling through. There was the one you were counting money, and the one those photos like this.
Yeah.
I was
like Bruno Mars one. Yeah. That one, I would say, just so you know, like a heads up, those videos, if you were scrolling, if you went like all the way down throughout the new ones and down, those videos took like an hour to make because I was doing too much, like meaning like I was playing different characters and I was trying to make it unique than a lot of others like that would come on. So those videos really took an hour, but I really appreciate it though. Like I really appreciate it because I remember like I saw you follow me when you had reached out to me, and I clicked on your profile and it said follow back, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that you was following me. Then I checked out your stuff, and I saw that you have is there like a TV show that you got?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm doing a movie coming up soon.
Yeah,
like,
that's what's up.
I'm not actor or nothing like that, but like it was some. I'm gonna type of person I like to try new things and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so like I had a friend of mine. He reached out to me and he's like, "Yo," because he's a director, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yo, let's make a movie called Laws of Power." I don't know if you know the book 48 Laws of Power. I don't know if you know about it.
It's a book. Who's it by?
Robert Greene.
I never heard about it.
No, but like basically the book. The movie we kind of got inspiration from the book, and the movie is based off the first law, don't outshine the master. And it's kind of are you familiar with the show Power?
Yeah, for sure.
Power,
yeah, sure.
Top Boy. It's kind of along the lines of that.
Okay.
And so we kind of doing like a little short film. I'm telling you, because I know like you act and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like acting is actually hard.
Yo, it is hard. Like, oh my gosh, it's
like at the end of the movies where they show the bloopers and they're like doing this goofy shit. I get it now. I get it.
I always think it was always fun to do that, but then it's like, because like I was a part of a couple like student films with my friends, and there are a lot of bloopers, and it's really time consuming, and it's a lot of dedication that you got to put into it, because most of the times you might feel like, oh, we got to do this scene over again, but you need to really like be doing it, like you really got to have that passion to just do it. But I agree with you, acting is hard, memorizing the lines is hard. And when you like in the scene, then you mess up, then they be like cut, you be like, oh my god, like dang.
Especially I don't know why you just feel the need to like burst out laughing, like
I don't know,
it's serious.
It's just like it's a serious moment, or like say if like your co-star like makes a face or something and you just be laughing.
You just laughing.
It's a beautiful thing. It's hard, but it pays off. It's worth it. It pays off. So I agree with you. Acting is hard though. It's really hard.
Yeah. Okay, so the last question I have for you. So how do you come up with like content? Like how did you come up with it? Is it just based off things that you've seen in your life? Like are they just experiences that you go through in your everyday life, or is it just kind of like what is the thought process? How do you come up with content? Like how does it come to you?
So my thought process with that is you're right, it is I would say it's kind of really based off what the things that I go through. But half of the time it's like, you know how like TikTok has the they have the sounds that you can pick from on the your favorites or whatever, like the sounds they have. So
okay,
yeah, the sound. So what I would do to come up with content is like I would listen to the sound and then try to paint a picture of what the sound is gonna be. Like I'm always it's weird ways that I really get into coming up with content. Like I might write it down or do a schedule of what I'm gonna do, or I might act it out as if like somebody's with me, or try to figure out the idea, or I might play the sound. Or it gets a little irritating, but I play the sound like over and over again, and then I might be like, all right, I got it. Like that whole Bruno Mars thing. Like I had to listen to the song so many times and play the sound. And when he was like this, man, like I'm thinking like, all right, what can cause you to say that? Like what you got to be so mad about that caused you to say that? And then that's when I there were other memes that had inspired that part of the video, but during the time, that was when the song first came out. And the wig that I had on and that outfit I portrayed for Bruno Mars, I already had that. So I was like, oh, this is great. Let me just, put this on. So I would say music and sounds, they really influenced me to come up with ideas, because it's kind of like you're painting a picture of the whole, of like your skit or like your movie or anything like that. So that's how I really come up with it. Most of the times I do write it down, but I don't write down the characters and stuff like that, because it's like, all right, I need to get this idea out now. If I have the idea, I might go over it a few times. It's hard because there's so many takes that you got to do. Because I'm kind of like I always want the content to be perfect. Like, I guess I'm a perfectionist in a way. So it's kind of like, I'm like that with everything. But it's like the reason why I do it over and over again, because I want it to be like really accurate, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying too hard. Like you can tell when somebody is on your content. You can tell when somebody is not. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying too hard to do the thing, or they offbeat with the sound. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. But
yeah, it makes sense, because I noticed like a lot of it was like really creative. I was just like, because you would like, because I noticed I use a lot of sounds.
Yeah.
Right. And I noticed that you would find a way to like make it into something where it was like, how do I say it? You put your own spin to it. Like you'd be like, for example, you said with the Bruno Mars, okay, well, like how can I create a scenario out of this sound? And I was like,
exactly. The fact
that you even thought of this was kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, that's where the thought process comes from. It's like the scenarios. It's like you could think of anything. It's just like most of the times you're creating. I used to think that like, all right, this has to be funny. Like this has to reach certain people. But then I just take my time, and then I might get inspired by other people's TikToks and then put my own spin into it. And then if it's like a trend and that person originally did it, then I'll give them credit and be like, this video was inspired by such and such. But I'm not going to do the exact same way that they did it. I'm always going to try to put a spin to it. Like I'll incorporate the concept, but I'll always put a spin to it. So yeah, right. I really agree with you when you say that. Like
kind of like citing the source.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like in university, like give credit to where you find the source or whatever.
Yeah, I always do. Yeah, because it's so many people that take the content, like they don't give credit. Like I know what they're trying to do, but they just don't give credit. It's weird. It's weird.
It's
really that's weird. Crazy. Yeah, that's how I really come up with it. Just scenarios and listen to the sound over and over again. And like, if there's ever a time where it feels forced, then I'm not going to do it. Like I'll just wait another day, because I always have the next day and the next day. So if it ever feels forced where I'm coming up with an idea, then I got to tell myself like, okay, I'm just going to wait until the next day to do it. So then that way I could just work on something else, because that's all I really do. Like I would just create the videos and then get back to my work. But, I just train myself to just try to focus on other things. So in that way I won't feel like overwhelmed or anything like that towards my process of the videos. So yeah.
All right, that's sick though. I feel that like that's like like just waiting. If it doesn't feel right, you're not gonna just force it or put it out.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if because Will Smith, he made a TV series called the Best Shape of My Life or whatever.
Oh yeah. On YouTube, right?
Yeah. And he talked about that same thing where he was like struggling because he felt like he was pressured to make his book. And he also had to release Best Shape of My Life, which is the series that we saw on YouTube. And he was like, yo, like you guys are going to get the content when you get it. Because it was like messing up his mental health and everything. He was like, yo,
it really does take a toll on you. Like for real, like content creating, like me and you, like we're content creators. So everybody is always expecting us to put something out, like do a part 2 to this, do this. Like I want to see that. But they don't know it's a struggle, because it's like, we're not just like sheep. Like we're not going to eat the carrot out your hand. Like we need to just wait for a minute and then come up with the idea. Because it was a time around where I actually wanted to bring back the Among Us videos, and it was on the weekend too. I remember it was traumatizing. I'm gonna tell you. There was a time where I wanted to bring back the Among Us videos, so I guess people could be like, "Yo, like it's back! Like he brought it back." And I was doing the video, and it felt like it was forced, and it never came out, so you never seen it. But it felt like it was forced, and then I had another idea on top of that on the same day, and my mind was just flustering with ideas because I was always on TikTok. Like I would say last November. So I was always on TikTok, and when I was trying to come up with ideas for the one video I was doing, it wasn't working out. Then I switched to the second video. It wasn't doing nothing for me. So what had happened was it had attacked my mentality, because I actually caught an anxiety attack, and it was bad because, like, I know your face is like, what? This is crazy. But it was really crazy because I'm thinking to myself, like, this is the very first time I have something like this in my life that I've always wanted to and I've worked for. Like, I need to keep this up. In my mind back then, it was like, I need to do this. Plus, I was barely getting any sleep. So I would say content creating it really takes a toll on you, because you can't, like, you can do videos, like, I guess all the time that you want. But I was doing them, like, I would say, like, every hour or all the time, because I was a little too excited, and I don't feel that way now. Like, I feel perfectly fine right now. But back in the day, I'm saying, like, back in the day, like, we was in the 80s, but last year, it just took a toll on my mental health. So when that happened, I stopped doing videos for a whole week, and I had to really, figure out what was going on with my mentality. I had a lot of ideas in my head, and I was always on the app. And yeah, I was on the app during that period, but I would never post anything. So during that time, I was afraid that if I try to make something else, like, is my body going to just disconnect? Like, is it like, will something happen to me if I try to do this? Because I wasn't treating my mental health right during that time, because I was always putting something out. So I would say that advice for you is, whenever you feel like you need to take a break, take a break. Like, really, take a break, man. Because
Yeah.
just like how a lot of artists and actors, when they're forced to put something out by other people, then it's kind of like it does take a toll on that. And I understand what they mean, because I would have never thought it could happen to me. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, anxiety, like, I'm straight. But then I had to realize that, I am human. These things happen, but I just never thought it would happen during the process of my success. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Your face is
That
like,
burnout,
oh, man,
eh?
like, it's crazy, man. That
Yeah.
moment taught me how to just relax and not force anything out, really, because that was a serious time. And yeah, that's the story I got to tell you. So it was crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely like, yeah, like that burnout, like when you're working hard consistently at some, especially when you got
Yeah.
multiple things going at the same time. Like, sometimes you just gotta give yourself that break. Like, I know there's a lot of this stigma on, like, hustle culture and all this stuff, right? Not to
Yeah.
say, you gotta grind, grind, grind. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, you can't be grinding 24/7. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
even
Yeah.
even it says even in the Bible, God took the seventh day to rest.
Exactly. Okay. I
Need
see.
something, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. 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 That's
So
exactly,
sometimes you
man. I'm
gotta
glad
find
you.
something.
I'm glad you quoted that scripture. Okay. Your
Yeah,
Bible.
you already
Okay.
know. You
I
already
see
know
you.
I
I
got
see
that.
you.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, are you about to get it? Okay. Okay.
you
That's
know
what
what
you're
it is,
working
man.
with.
Gotta get that. I got that.
Okay.
You got a
Okay.
little design on it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta bring that out, man.
Okay. That's
You know
what's
what
up,
I'm
man.
saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I respect you. That's what's up, man. That's good, man.
Yeah, man.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I
I think
agree
that.
with you though. It can be a burnout, and I remember, like, hearing the saying, like, you gotta grind, like, you gotta be consistent. Like, I always think, like, if I wasn't consistent, like, will I just slack? But now I don't really care for all of that stuff. Like, I'm still consistent in a way, but I
Yeah,
gotta always remember just to breathe and relax and not put anything out. Because back then it was like I was putting videos out every day of the week, and that was all the way up to November, until that time happened to me last year. So
shit.
yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy time though, but it taught me a lot though. So I'm kind of thankful that it happened, because maybe something was telling me, like, you gotta slow down. Like, you're doing too much right now. You drawing, basically. You drawing.
Draw
You
it.
drawing. Like, just relax. Drink some water, drink some juice, just watch some TV, play the game, just do whatever. But it's all worth it though. It's worth it.
100p.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's all the time we have for today. But man, it was
Okay.
great talking to you, man, and learning your story, and hopefully the viewers got some out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Added
Hey,
some
man.
value.
Thank you. I would say thank you for having me, man. I would have never thought that you would reach out to me and be like, yo, like, I'm doing a podcast. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, I would say this is my second podcast interview, but it's just like I didn't know that like my videos will reach you that much for you to reach out to me. Like that's what I'm really thankful for. So I really hope that your podcast goes far and that you learn the what is the StreamYard so we could you can figure it out, man. I wish the best success upon you, man. Like really, like, and I hope that one day if we meet in the future we can collab. We can still make some stuff. But I would say thank you for having me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. This is the first like episode type thing. So I guess I don't know how I would close these things. I guess I'll just be like, damn, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what these things are for. I'll just be like, this was how do I wait, don't tell me Nvhsir.
Oh man. Oh.
No,
man.
I'm bad with it.
It's Nvhsir, man.
Nvhsir. My bad.
Man.
Nvhsir. Okay, Nvhsir.
Yeah, you got it. It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. You got it.
Yeah, this was Nvhsir. Thanks for coming on the podcast. And deuces.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. See you. Peace.
Peace, man.